Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. We're ending the week's racing on a high note. We got a really nice 10-race card to look at. We'll check out the track and weather conditions, and then listen to Pete Aiello call all 10 races.
Set for a start. Racing at Gulfstream. The two favorites were away right on cue, with Science reaching out to take the advantage from Happy Interest, who moves to her while second. Lucky to have my Vicky's in early third. Ides of March is there fourth, followed by Catarusia and Working Overtime. Cash Up Front is next, with Water Wizard second last. The early trailer is Boca Girl. Past the half mile and moving to the far turn. Science with rail position and the lead. She leads a length and a quarter. Happy Interest trying to go after the leader second. Two back to Lucky to have my Vicky third. On from fourth, that's Ides of March running home pretty well for Gadiel Martinez. Water Wizard splits horses. Working Overtime is at the rail. And we have a new leader. Leonel Reyes sent Happy Interest on to take over. Now she's in front with a quarter of a mile remaining. Science back to second. Third is Lucky to have my Vicky as they straighten for the drive. Happy Interest is put away Science, and there's no dangers behind her. With an eighth of a mile to go, the favorite is clear. It's Happy Interest by 4 and moving away. Science tries to cling to the place, then Lucky to have my Vicky and Ides of March, but as they come home for the wire, it's Happy Interest who's in front. She won by 6 in the end. Science was second. Lucky to have my Vicky third, then Ides of March. And they're off. And that was Adeline, who took a pretty big bobble at the start of the race, and now she's last of all. Good start from between horses for Simplify, who's heading off for the early lead. Moving to her is Carrick, and splitting horses Pitafina. Greenwood Drive makes it a party, driving through toward the rail. I'm a Cocoa Pebbles ahead of Romantical Note, and the race favorite Adeline is last of the 7, better than 6 lengths off the lead of Greenwood Drive. Greenwood Drive to the half-mile point, leads by a length and a half. Simplify is second, Pitafina third. Zayas moving through with the big favorite, Adeline. She's on to take a clear fourth. I'm a Cocoa Pebbles and Romantical Note is next, and the trailer is Carrick. Half a mile from home, 23 seconds for the opening quarter. Simplify on the rebid, up to take over the lead. Greenwood Drive is back to second. Adeline in range while third, 4 wide and Pitafina. Then I'm a Cocoa Pebbles and Romantical Note. Carrick is last and Simplify is first. Adeline moving to her. 5/16 to go. Adeline's on even terms with Simplify, who tries to fight on. These two are fighting on as they've moved well clear of the others. Quarter of a mile left to go. Simplify, tough to get by. Adeline fully stretched to try to get by. These two turn for home together. Simplify, she has a kick and she has the lead. Adeline is second, but she's now lost significant ground to the leader as Simplify turned her away. Louis Duco on the board here at 7-1. It's Simplify clear. Adeline could do nothing about it at 3-5. Simplify and Gadiel Martinez, they're in front. Adeline second. Third, I'm a Cocoa Pebbles. Carrick's in a photo for fourth with Romantical Note in 124 and 4. And they're off. From the outside, Julie Bird was away quickly. Coco Terra has speed. Mama Long Legs and hashtag Lucky not far away. Nor is Chispita as they line up 5 across the course early. The 2 at the back are Darn Tootin' and Kay's Project. They go to the half-mile grounds. Mama Long Legs holds inside position from between horses. Hashtag Lucky 3 wide Coco Terra. Edgard Zayas getting over with Julie Bird. She's now 4th. Down at the inside, Chispita. 3 back to Kay's Project. She's had some pace ahead of her. The trailer is Darn Tootin'. 21-1 for the opening quarter. Here's Julie Bird on the go now. 3 wide trying to get Mama Long Legs. From the back, Kay's Project in that pink shadow roll. Sweeping up 4 wide. Chispita's got no place to go as they swing for home. On the far outside, Kay's Project tries to get Mama Long Legs, who's still in front. Mama Long Legs tackled by Edgar Prado and Kay's Project. And Kay's Project is powered up to take the lead. Mama Long Legs is back to second. Chispita trying to get into third. It's Kay's Project in front. Second, Mama Long Legs. Third, Chispita. Then hashtag Lucky and Julie Bird. And they're off. The Greek Calf was away quickly, but not quicker than Liza Stars put into play early. Subsidiary driving through between horses at the rail. Papa's Little Girl. Wide on the course and Free to Fly together with the Great Calf, and the trailer is We Don't Believe Her. They race to the half-mile point. Liza Star has the lead. She leads a length and a quarter. Subsidiary is there second from the outside. Free to Fly now third. The Great Calf is an early 4th, followed at the rail by Papa's Little Girl. Still at the back, the trailer is We Don't Believe Her. They make their way 3 furlongs from home. They drilled a quarter, 21-4. And Liza Star trying to win it right now. She leads by 3.5. From the outside and Free to Fly scrubbed on to try to get after Subsidiary, who's still in second. From the back, We Don't Believe Her, a quarter of a mile left to go. Liza Star trying to bottom him out here. She's at the top of the stretch through a 44-2 half mile. Liza Star leads by 5. Down the center, Free to Fly from between horses and Subsidiary. Final 16th of a mile, and Liza Star still going. Liza Star brings her A game to the table, and her fastball proves too much here, or does it as Free to Fly closes late. Liza Star wins by a length and a half. Free to Fly second, Subsidiary third, Papa's Little Girl fourth. In 110-4. They're in the gate, and they're off. Starship Enterprise and Blue Twirlin' away quickly in the center. Here's Stonetown moving out. These 3 across the course. Hanalima's away in early 4th. Followed 5th by Check Twice outside in Minglewood. Out the back early are Double Chocolate and Sweet Mission as they charge 3 across the course into the first turn. With rail position and the lead, Miguel Vasquez and Blue Twirlin' on top 3 parts of a length. Starship Enterprise second. Stonetown trying to avoid being caught wide the entire turn, so Prado will kick on with it. And now Stonetown with her ears up is in front. Second is Blue Twirlin', back to third, Starship Enterprise. Hanalima at the rail in 4th, followed 5th by Longshot Check Twice. Back to the outside in Minglewood. Still at the back are the Pletcher duo, Sweet Mission and Double Chocolate. 24-1 for the opening quarter as they leave the backstretch and move to the far turn. It's Stonetown on top a length and a half. Starship Enterprise second. Blue Twirlin' is third. Check Twice is 4th. Held up in traffic is Hanalima. Back to the inside in Sweet Mission, then Minglewood and Double Chocolate. They round the far turn through a 47-4 half mile. Stonetown still has the lead, and Steer appears to be traveling pretty well. Hanalima from the back and Double Chocolate. She has to go 5 wide. Rallying between horses is Minglewood as they try to get Stonetown. Up on the outside, Hanalima, the one who got the best trip, and she's on to challenge now. Hanalima is not only going to challenge, she's going to take over. Starship Enterprise is back to second. Stonetown is now struggling to offer much more, but Hanalima let go at 12 12-1. She'll win easily for E5 Racing Thoroughbred. She was 5 in front at the end. Starship Enterprise was second. Double Chocolate finished third. Blue Twirlin ran fourth. By 3, by 4, and moving away. And they're off. Smooth beginning for the favorite Light Fury from the inside draw. Moving up to take over is Mr. Tip and splitting horses American Ninja. Charlie Can Do is away in early fourth and angling over ahead of Digital Footprint and Semper Fi. Out the back early are Accessible and Mr. Matuszek. Around the first turn they go. It's the favorite. It's Light Fury, who's on top here for Miguel Vasquez and slowing things down on the top end. From second and Mr. Tip, American Ninja well-placed wide Manessis. He's now third. From fourth and Charlie Can Do, then comes Semper Fi and Digital Footprint. Still out the back are Accessible and Mr. Matuszek. 25 and 3 for the opening quarter. Everything going the way of Light Fury. He's under a long rein by Miguel Vasquez with his head down, and he's a half length in front. Mr. Tip is there second from the outside. Charlie Can Do is now third. American Ninja's had a box seat to the leader while racing in fourth, followed fifth between horses by Semper Fi. Outside and Accessible, out three inside and Digital Footprint, and Mr. Matuszek is the last horse of all. 50 and 2 for the opening half mile. Things start to pick up. Light Fury picks up his head and starts to quicken. He leads by a neck. From the outside, Mr. Tip is there second. Charlie Can Do third as they sprint along. Semper Fi between horses. American Ninja along the rail. Accessible's not doing much running. From the back, Mr. Matuszek tries to get motivated as they swing for home. Three quarters, 113 and 2. They're at the top of the stretch. Light Fury has to finish it up. Mr. Tip going to make him earn it. He's right alongside. From last, Mr. Matuszek is charging hard. Here comes Mr. Matuszek on the outside. Mr. Matuszek is in time at 10 to 1. Second is Mr. Tip. Light Fury empty late and 136 and 1. And they're off. Good start for Scar, a good start for Danville. Moving up on the outside, Pro Quality. Driving through at the rail, Wandering West. The two at the back are Nixon Joy and Tonalism as they make their way out of the chute. Tonalism's now going after Pro Quality and Scar. Nixon Joy between horses. Danville, they're across the course here. The only one sitting back in the early stages now is Wandering West. They make their way out of the chute and onto the main track, and Pro Quality has the lead. Pro Quality leads and leads by half a length. Tonalism second, Nixon Joy third, Scar fourth. At the rail, Danville, then Wandering West. He's at the back of the group, but he's not far away as they make their way 5 furlongs from home. With the advantage, it's still Pro Quality, with Tonalism badgering from the outside second. Down at the inside, and Nixon Joy, 3 wide, and Scar. Wandering West is between, and Danville is now relegated to the back spot here as they make their way to the final 3 furlongs. Up front, it's Pro Quality by a neck. Tonalism is second. 3 wide. Scar on the outside now. Third, Wandering West. Fourth, Danville. Fifth, Nixon Joy being outkicked, but still nothing decided here. 3 across the course. Scar and Jaramillo bidding up boldly now to challenge Pro Qualities in fully stretch mode. Tonalism between horses. Paco's been patient with Wandering West. He sends him to the far outside. Pro Quality cuts the corner and finds another gear. He's an eighth of a mile from home and a length and a half on top. Scar trying to get after him. Wandering West is back to third, then Tonalism. Pro Quality has taken all kinds of heat, and he's still in front. Scar is second, time ticking away, and Pro Quality at 8-5, a well-earned winner. He wins by a length and a half. Second, Scar. Third, Wandering West. Tonalism was fourth in the seventh. And they're off. Good start at the rail for C. Trident, who's sent for the lead with Big Man Bob. Smile Brian moves up on the outside, getting over from the high draws, beats traffic. Being Fun is from between horses, and Positive Phil is in a bit tight. He just had to slam on the brakes. Positive Phil is in trouble as they round the first turn. Away racing next and Wise to Listen. Then it's Memorable. He's toward the back of the field. It's a gap of another 6 lengths to the early trailer. It's Memorable at the back with Wise to Listen just ahead of him. Into the backstretch they go. C. Trident is loose through a 23-second opening quarter. He leads by 2. Smile Brian is there second. 4 back to Beach Traffic third. Big Man Bob along the rail fourth. 2.5 to Bein' Fun, who's now fifth. And Guaco, he's into the top flight now after being shuffled back early. Wise to Listen and Positive Phil are next, and a distance to Memorable. A lot of ground from first to last inside half a mile from home. C. Trident tries to go it all the way, but he's going awfully quick. Smile Brian and Zayas to the attack, and now starting to take up the slack second. These top 2 still have 5 on Beach Traffic, then the Big Man Bob. 3 back to Guaco. He's running home pretty well for Edwin Gonzalez. He's got about 8 lengths to raise and a quarter of a mile to raise it. Off the turn and the stretch drive, C. Trident and Smile Brian continue to battle. Big Man Bob and Beach Traffic continue to chase. Guaco just grinding away with Wise to Listen and Positive Phil. Eighth of a mile to go. Smile Brian now moves away to lead by 3. Running home from the back, here's Positive Phil taking a late shot under Barrios. He's up into second. Smile Brian close to home. Smile Brian, he's in front. Second is Positive Phil. Third is Guaco, and then it was Beach Traffic at 128 flat. And they're off. She's second in the 2-path. Ground on her inside. Race. A quarter of a mile to go, and he's 6 on top. It's last of the 12 as they roll into the backstretch. And they're off. Good start for Sonar. Compensate away smoothly from her outside draw. Lindsay's Lucky Lady rushing through between horses. Along the rail, Crumb Bun splitting rivals Dance Doro. It's a contested early pace. Sound Machine enjoys her trip early on, racing down toward the inside about 4 lengths off the lead. And Longshot Victory Crusade is last of the 7 as Dance Doro tussles with Crumb Bun. These 2 heads apart half a mile from the finish with Lindsay's Lucky Lady a 3 wide third. Sonar is 4th. Back to the outside and Compensate. Sound Machine with an inside passage. She'll need a way out. And 3 to the trailer, Victory Crusade. Around the far turn they go. 3 wide. Lindsay's Lucky Lady bidding up to take the lead. Sound Machine still trying to figure out where she can go. From the outside, Compensate. From the rail, Crumb Bun. Sonar is still right there. Dance Doro's dropped back. Victory Crusade's been no factor through a 45-3 opening half mile. Off the turn and the stretch drive and a big number. Compensate. Sweeping up on the outside to take the lead. Toward the inside and Crumb Bun fighting right back. Sonar is next, then Sound Machine. Final 16th of a mile. Compensate gets the jump on Sonar, who's surging now. Compensate driven out. Sonar on the outside. It's Compensate at a big number. 25-1 for CJ Thoroughbreds, and they win over Sonar second in 1:11-2. And runners away. Good start for Warp Speed Baby and Lightning Rod Carl. They're the first two out, moving up on the outside, Channeling trying to work over. Splitting horses and Fear the Deer alongside Yankee Bat Boy with 1 lap to go. At the rail, it's Viking Plunder together with Farm Strong and Baltimore Jack. And in amongst rivals is Brighton's DJ and 2.5 to the trailer, Tone Phelan. Into the first turn they go. Lightning Rod Carl and Miguel Vasquez with the 1.5 lead over Channeling in second. Warp Speed Baby backs off after a good start. He lands third. A gap of 2.5 to Fear the Deer. The race favorite is racing from fourth with Viking Plunder along the rail. Then Yankee Bat Boy taking a length better than Brighton's DJ. Right alongside him and Farm Strong. 2 back to Baltimore Jack. He's 9th, and 10th and last is Tone Phelan. The quarter time was 24-2. The half mile was 47-3. For the level and distance, that's moving right along here. Lightning Rod Carl leads by a 1.5 lengths. Warp Speed Baby is second. Channeling is all in already. Meanwhile, Fear the Deer moving in nicely under Edwin Gonzalez, third now and gaining ground. At the rail, it's the gray Viking Plunder, then Farm Strong and Yankee Bat Boy. Trying to rally from the back is Tone Phelan as they round the far turn. Clear racetrack today for Fear the Deer is up to take the lead, but Viking Plunder will have something to say about it as he moves up on the outside second. Farm Strong is now third. Tone Phelan in the yellow colors rallies from last. 3/4, 1:11-3. They're at the top of the stretch. Viking Plunder tries to get Fear the Deer. These two kick on. Viking Plunder on the outside. Fear the Deer toward the rail. Viking Plunder, he now takes the lead from Fear the Deer, who's back to second. Then Tone Phelan and Farm Strong. Final 16th of a mile. No trouble today for Viking Plunder, and he'll win it. Viking Plunder and Chantel Sutherland by a 1.5 lengths in the end. Fear the Deer second. Very close for third. The photos between Tone Phelan and Farm Strong. Warp Speed Baby to complete your high five in 1:49-1.
Well, that wraps up the week's action. We're Doc for live racing on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. When we come back on Thursday, our first race post will be 12:50 p.m. But it is Kentucky Derby week. Kentucky Derby, the first Saturday in May. So next Saturday, Kentucky Derby. You can watch and wager on the Kentucky Derby and all the races at Gulfstream Park on the First Bet app, of course, on expressbet.com. And you can stream the races live at gulfstreampark.com. So it's going to be a very exciting time in racing when we come back on Thursday with that 12:50 first race post.
Hit the hay. I've been working all day. Hit the hay. What do you say? Hit the hay. Hit the hay. Well, I'm tired. Let me tell you, Jack, I'm so tired.